I'm live, hopefully. Yes, I'm going to pull this up on my phone as well and make sure that I am in here. So bear with me here for a second. As you're hopping on, go ahead and let me know you're here. Say hi or give me a hashtag replay. Welcome, welcome to the Charcoal Virtual Beauty Session. So like I said, I am giving you a couple of minutes to hop on, grab your samples, get your beauty pack, get your bowl of warm water, or get near a sink so that we are good to go. Okay. Oh, yay. Okay, great. People can see me. Awesome. And hopefully hear me too. I'm having trouble finding myself on my phone here. But love it. Okay, so as you're hopping on, go ahead and say hi. I am so excited to have you here tonight. So like I said, just go ahead and grab your samples, get your bowl of warm water, and we're going to get started here in just a couple of minutes. I'm actually streaming into two different groups tonight, trying to work smarter, not harder, even though I don't even consider this work. Honestly, this is my fun time, but you know what I mean. I am pampering all kinds of ladies tonight, right, across across groups. So I'm super pumped. So as I am checking here, of course, I just want to make sure I'm showing up and everyone can hear me. Okay, awesome. Got it. There we go. Okay, so, oh goodness, now I'm going to hear myself on repeat. Oh, okay. So like I said, everyone go ahead and grab your samples and we will get started here. Okay, and I keep hearing myself. It's driving me nuts. There we go. Okay, so if you didn't give StreamYard permission, that's totally fine. I just won't be able to see who's commenting while we're here in StreamYard, which is totally cool, but I will be able to see it back in the group. So no worries there. You definitely want to make sure you're commenting so that you'll be entered for more prizes later on, okay? But go ahead and grab your samples, and I'm just giving a couple minutes here for people to hop on. So, but as I let everyone join, I just want to introduce myself. So hopefully you may have seen my video earlier in the week. I'm Ashley Seifert, and I am here tonight to walk you through this amazing pamper session. And so I live in the Reading, PA area. I've been building my Mary Kay business for a little over 2.5 years, actually just about 2.5 years in March. And what I love about my business is honestly, it's this. It is just getting some girl time. It is my escape from, you know, all all of life, right? Like, work and the kids and this and that. This is a chance for me to say, like, nope, I'm gonna take a couple minutes, I'm gonna do my skincare, I'm gonna, connect with some other ladies and really make myself for a priority, even if it is, a few minutes, because that is so important. And so that's why I love using my business. That's what really drew me to it. I fell in love with the products first. As I stumbled upon Mary Kay, on my own beauty session a couple years ago. And then as I just started to learn a little bit more and, was introduced to some more events and all that, I really just decided that I wanted to be a part of it. I wanted to be a part of a community that encourages women to practice self-care and connect with each other and feel really good, right? And these products are amazing. So you're going to get to experience them tonight. I'm so pumped up. That's what got me started on this journey. But like I said, I'm a mom of two. I have two little girls, Lily, who's almost 7, and then Holly, who's 5. I'm a wife, working mom, and all that stuff. But I love doing this stuff, and I know that you guys are in for a treat. I cannot wait to get started. So before we get started, I want to know, have you ever tried Mary Kay products before? I'm always curious to know what you've tried. And if you have, what is it, right? What did you try? Because I always want to know. And then we're going to go ahead and get started. With our charcoal session tonight, you're going to get to try our award-winning Timewise 3D skincare line, which is amazing. You're going to love it. You're going to get to try our best-selling deep cleansing charcoal mask, which is just going to leave your skin feeling amazing, so refreshed, so clean, so you're going to love it. And it's really just a chance for you to sit back and relax, have a good time, because that's what we're all about. So make sure you have your bowl of warm water. I have mine in a little Tupperware bowl here, or you're near a sink. And then you will want a pen and paper. Some of you may have gotten a tic-tac-toe board in your pamper pack, but I know some of you didn't, and that's totally fine. just grab any old paper and a pen, draw a tic-tac-toe board on it, okay? You can even use like the back of your sample sheet if you want to go ahead and draw it on. Doesn't matter. It doesn't need to be fancy or anything, but we're going to use this tonight for a game. So you definitely want to make sure that you have your pen and your board, because you're going to get a little prize for doing that later on tonight. Okay, so before, as everyone's kind of grabbing their pen and paper, a couple of things that I want you to know about our skincare before we get started with it is that we actually do follow the EU guidelines. So that means the European Union guidelines, and they're really stringent. They're really strict. And the US actually only bans about 12 ingredients from their skincare and cosmetics, for products that are manufactured here. But the EU bans over 1,200 ingredients. And so you can feel good that when you're using these products, you're using safe products that are, created by the stringent standards, right? And that you're not putting, really horrible stuff on your skin. Because I know it's really important to me and to a lot of other people, right? So I love sharing that. I also love sharing that all of our products are actually in research and development for about 5 years before they come to market. We have our own team of scientists and dermatologists that use those smart brains of theirs to develop our products and go through all the testing and all the things necessary before they actually roll them out. So again, we're not just throwing stuff out there willy-nilly. All of these products are thoroughly tested and researched from our own scientists and dermatologists. I love that. I just love that we have our own team right here in the USA developing our products. And let's see here. Courtney says she's tried the Timewise Cream Pack, lip gloss colors, eye patch. Yep, she's tried a lot of stuff. She always loves it. She always has a great time. And someone else is late. It's all good. Family night. I totally get it, right? And that's one thing that's fun. Like, hey, you can do this whenever. And if you're hopping on later and see us, you can always watch the replay if needed, right? You can even request a pamper pack after the fact and watch the replay. That's completely fine too if you didn't get your request in time to actually partake with us tonight, okay? But another couple things I like to share, before we try our skincare, just a couple things about it are it is hypoallergenic. So what you're trying tonight is definitely good for your skin. It's good for sensitive skin. It's non-comedogenic. Again, we have our team of people who are putting this stuff together. And so I know you're all going to love it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Tell me in the comments, are you ready? Okay, I want to know. Let's get ready for some charcoal. Okay, and look, I'm following my own notes here so that I keep us on track. I don't want to keep you here too long. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started now. For that tic-tac-toe board, if you have it, go ahead and pull it out. If not, like I said, just draw it on any piece of paper. What we're going to do with this tonight, you can mark the middle one MK. That's your free space, okay? So because we love giving away free stuff and prizes, so you even get a free space on your game board. But we're going to play this, and every single person can win a prize with this, okay? So just hang tight on that and what that is. But what you'll do is, as I'm walking through stuff tonight, as you're trying it or hearing about it, whatever the case is, if you want more information on it, or you want a free sample of it, or maybe you think you want to buy it, whatever it may be, go ahead and write it in one of these squares, okay? And then when this board gets filled up and you send it to me after the session, you're going to get a prize. It's that easy. And it's not like you're saying, oh, I'm going to buy this or whatever. It could just be you think it's cool, you want more info, whatever the case is, right? So go ahead and have your pen ready, because there's definitely going to be some stuff that you hear about tonight that you are going to love and want to write on your board, okay? So it's super, super easy. So let's go ahead and get started. If you have eye makeup remover in your pack, go ahead and pull that out. That would be number one if you have it. Now, I'm going to be honest, I'm going to do everything with you tonight except for the eye makeup remover, because I am recording something else after this. So I'm going to at least keep my eye makeup on a little bit, but I did put a little bit of our waterproof eye makeup or eyeliner on my hand here just to show you. So go ahead and grab out your cotton ball, and what you'll do is, hopefully it's still moist if you have it, but just place it on your eyelid and then gently swipe out. Gently swipe to the side. You don't have to rub hard or pull. You don't want to. You want to be gentle on your eye. Now, this is our oil-free eye makeup remover. You might have noticed before I started shaking it up that it actually was separated. It looks almost like oil and water. It's oil-free, but that's because it's a dual phase product. So you actually shake it up and it gets rid of regular makeup, but then also waterproof makeup as well, which is really, really nice. And again, you don't have to rub really hard, which I know is super important because the skin around our eyes is really sensitive and fragile, right? So we want to be gentle with it. So just gently swipe it off. And it also kills eye mites, okay? They're naturally occurring on our lashes. They eat away at our lashes. And so when we wear eye makeup especially and go to bed with it and sleep with it, they feed off that and multiply even more. So you want to make sure when you're using an eye makeup remover that you do use one that kills bacteria so that they're not multiplying and it's gross, right? So even if you don't wear eye makeup, they're there. So I don't know if you want to Google it or not, probably not, but there you go. You definitely learned something tonight, right? So go ahead and use that. Okay, now what's also good about this is that you probably notice if you're using it, it cleans and conditions. So it leaves your lashes feeling really soft. Just like we clean and condition our hair, we want to do that to our lashes too to make sure that they are super soft and feeling good and healthy, right, for a long time. So we definitely want that. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and get into cleansing, and you're going to grab your cleanser. So that'll either be in a little plastic container maybe, or it will look, it'll be in something like this. It will be either number 1 or number 2, depending on what's in your sample pack. And where am I at here? You can always refer to your guide. It'll tell you which one it's in, okay? But go ahead and first, we're gonna get our face wet because we're going to cleanse here. So if you have a bowl of water like me, you can just go ahead and dab your fingers in there. And if you're at a sink, go ahead and splash, whatever the case is. But you want to get your face nice and damp. Okay, so there we go. And I know it's a little hard when you are using a bowl, but, try your best. And I always, of course, get my neck too. Now you're going to just scoop up. I actually have the wrong formula here, I realize, but that's okay. You're going to just scoop up about a pea-sized amount, okay? And then cleanse. So you all know how to cleanse, right? Hopefully you guys are using cleanser, but maybe not, because I know a lot of people sometimes will only rinse with water, but we want to cleanse. So do your small upward and outward circles. Now, your cleanser might look different than the one I just put on my fingers and I'm using. So I'm actually right here using the normal to dry formula, but it comes in combo to oily as well. So if you have combo to oily skin and requested that, yours is actually more clear and because it's a gel based, but they all have the same amazing ingredients because they're all part of the Timewise 3D line. They're just a little bit different for the different skin types, but you might have to add a little bit more water if you want to get a little bit more of a lather. When you're using the bowl, it can be kind of hard. So go ahead and do that if you need to, but you always want to cleanse for about a minute, And, just like we cleanse or, we're supposed to brush our teeth for a couple minutes, you want to do the same with your face just to make sure that all of the good ingredients are seeping down in there and you're receiving all the benefits of the cleanser. Okay, and you don't need a lot. You definitely don't need a lot. So go ahead and do that. When you feel like you've cleansed enough, you can go ahead and start rinsing. Now, this is a 4-in-1 cleanser, which is awesome because it not only cleanses, but there's some toner in there, so it helps to even out your skin tone, so that discoloration that can occur over time. It also has gentle exfoliation in there, so you might have noticed just a little hint of exfoliation. Those are the exfoliation beads in there, but it's gentle enough to do twice a day, every day. And then number 4, which is basically one of my favorite things about the Timewise 3D line, is it brightens. The vitamin B3 from the Timewise 3D complex brightens the skin to give us that youthful glow, and that's what we want, right? So 4-in-1 cleanser, love, love, love it. And I'm just still here rinsing a little bit because I'm getting distracted as I'm talking here, but go ahead and tell me, yeah, how do you like it? I see someone says they love it. I love the scent of it. The 3D in the name actually stands for, and you're going to go ahead and pat dry once you're cleansed or once you're rinsed, okay? So the 3D, actually stands for something, right? So it's a 3-dimensional approach to anti-aging, and it defends against UVA and UVB damage. It also delays results or delays the look of aging, right? But it defends against the free radicals that are out there in the world attacking your skin all the time. It's packed with antioxidants, and then it delivers results, which is what we want, right? It delivers results in a couple weeks, actually, about 4 weeks, which is really fast for anti-aging. And I just realized that I didn't even demo the eye makeup remover on my hand as I saw it in the camera. So this is our waterproof, and I'm just going to show you actually how this works. You can see here it's starting to come off already, and I'm not rubbing really hard at all. I'm just kind of going back and forth, and I actually didn't get a lot of product on here. So this is our waterproof eye makeup remover, but our oil-free, or our waterproof eyeliner, but our eye makeup remover gets it done. So that's that dual phase, which really comes in handy. Okay, so there we go. That's that. So go ahead and rinse, and then you do want to dry your skin before we apply the charcoal mask, okay? So that 3D complex that I talked about, it is special to Mary Kay. It's exclusive, only we have it. It's patent pending. And so all that good stuff that I talked about is in there. Encapsulated resveratrol, which is that fresh scent that you smell, is actually that ingredient, which sounds pretty intense, but it's actually just from a Japanese tree. So I love it. Okay, so we have someone saying, love it, like it. Okay, I love hearing that. So I'm happy to see that. Okay, so tell me in the comments, do you know, or what do you think the percent of aging that actually comes from the natural aging process? So everyone's aging every day, right? Now, and everyone starts to see the signs of aging. What percentage of that do you think is from aging in general? Okay, so I'm very curious. Let me know in the comments what you think, and we'll come back to that. And the number one thing that causes aging, or the signs of aging, is UVA and UVB damage. That's the number one thing. So that's just out there being in the world, right? And even if you're not getting burnt, you're still getting those rays on your skin, and there's still being, damage being done to your skin. Okay, so keep that in mind. You definitely always want to make sure you have a day cream, which we're not going to be doing tonight, obviously, because it's night cream, but make sure you have SPF in your day cream if you're not using Mary Kay. Okay, so I'm still waiting to see in the comments what percentage of aging you think is from the natural aging process. You're not, it's not a test, right? Or it's all good if you guess wrong, but curious to see what you guys think in there. Okay, so go ahead and dab dry, and remember, don't forget about your tic-tac-toe. So anything that you have that you're trying or hearing that you want more info on or love or anything like that, go ahead and write it on your board. Now we're going to move into our charcoal mask. So here we go. And I'm just going to grab my applicator here. So yours will either look like a little white packet, or perhaps it'll be in a little container, but just go ahead and grab that out, open it up, and tell me in the comments how many of you suffer from maskne, perhaps, or maybe some blackheads. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead. You're going to go ahead and scoop up a little bit and then dab it. Start with your T-zone, which is, your forehead, and then down your nose and your chin. Now, I have it on my mask applicator. I just put a little bit, and I'm just going to go ahead and start to dab. Now, I'm looking in the mirror over here, too, because it's kind of hard in the computer screen. But I'm just going to dab it on. Use your fingers. You just want to do a nice thin layer. It doesn't need to be, caked on real thick. It'll still work its magic without it. But just go ahead and start applying it in a nice thin layer. So, like I said, start with your T-zone. You can do your full face though, if you want, right? So that's completely fine too. Now using your fingers is fine. Now I'm using our mask applicator, which is nice just because it does help to save some product, because you can kind of control it more where you're placing it. And it's saving my fingers right now as I'm grabbing all kinds of other stuff here doing this, which is nice. And it's really cool because it's just silicone. It's really soft, so it rinses off. You can use it with any of our masks. It doesn't matter. Okay, now here we go, and I'm almost done. And save some, right? You might get more than one use out of your sample pack, so feel free to save it. And that goes for all of your samples, your cleanser, your creams, your mask, whatever the case is. Okay, so here we go. I'm loving it. Okay, so I see some answers here in the comments now. 50%, 60%, 50%. So it's actually 20%. Only 20% of aging comes from naturally aging, just the body doing its thing. And so that's pretty crazy, right? That means 80% of the signs of aging come from the world, come from literally just the air, like being outside, all the nastiness that's out there, smoke, smog, the free radicals, the sun, your diet, stress, lack of sleep, like all of those things contribute to it. So incorporating good quality skincare that fights all of those things is so important, because most of it's from all of these things that like we can control or that are, just part of life. So pretty crazy. Okay, so now tell me, as we're just applying our charcoal mask, tell me in the comments, do you suffer from maskne or maybe blackheads? Do you have some oil going on? Or maybe you just need a good deep clean, because that's exactly what this is, because this is our famous charcoal mask. I love it so, so much. You actually leave this on for about 10 to 20 minutes. I'm not going to lie, I've actually fallen asleep with it before, so that's totally fine. But we say 10 to 20 minutes for it to work its magic, and you'll notice it'll start to dry. So you'll see the color start to change a little bit, so you'll get to see it working, which is always really cool. But you do this about 2 to 3 times a week as needed, right? It's a supplement to it's a magnet, right? So I like to call this the dirt magnet, because it literally, the activated charcoal in here acts like a magnet to suck out all the dirt from your pores. Like, how lovely and gross that is at the same time, right? So it deep cleans your pores. It actually has honeysuckle and navy bean extract in there to help even out your skin tone. So any maybe past acne scars or sun damage or anywhere where you have discoloration, those ingredients help to even those out, which is amazing. There's special clays in here that help with oil. The activated charcoal it absorbs twice its weight in impurities, which is pretty crazy. And what's nice is, because you'll see, we're just going to rinse this off. So it does dry and tighten a little bit, but it's not uncomfortable, which is what I love, right? And it smells really good. So that's that mint and eucalyptus, which is that fresh scent. It just like opens up my sinuses, I feel like, right? So sometimes I'll even call this a peppermint patty for your face, right? Because it just is so minty and fresh. That's why, like, when we rinse this off, it just feels so clean. I love, love, love it. And go ahead, if you have your mask on, go ahead and just comment, done in there, so I know it's on, you're good to go, and we're moving right along. Okay. And like I said, you'll start to see it dry, and I'll let you know what that looks like. So yours might look a little bit different from mine. That's totally fine. But yeah, definitely save some if you want. And don't forget about your tic-tac-toe board. So if you're liking the way this feels or want some more info or who knows what, right, remember to go ahead and write that down on your tic-tac-toe board for later. Okay. And so as we're letting this dry and work its magic, I'm just going to, talk to you about a couple other products here to kind of kill some time and give you a chance to write some more stuff down on your tic-tac-toe board and see if you have any questions about them. Okay. I see. Okay. Done. Someone else said it's done. Perfect. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So something else I want to mention, since we are masking, some people do what's called multi-masking. And so they actually will do our charcoal mask along with our moisture renewing gel mask at the same time. And so I figured I'll start with this one because it's pretty cool, right? So right now we're doing, of course, the charcoal to get the dirt out and unclog our pores and really get a deep clean. But our moisture renewing gel mask helps to soothe the skin and moisturize the skin and hydrate the skin. So it does serve a different purpose. And so some people will put the charcoal in some areas of their face and the moisture mask on other areas at the same time. Totally fine, totally fun if you want to, double dip, or you can use them separately. That's completely fine as well. This is a Timewise product, which means there is anti-aging ingredients in here. So that's amazing, right? It helps the look of fine lines and wrinkles when you're using this. It just helps to like de-stress your skin. You can leave this on for 10 to 20 minutes as well, or you can sleep in this one, which I love. I love using this one for sleep. Okay, so when I'm in the wintertime, when I just get really dry, I'll put this on at night, give myself a good treatment overnight while I'm sleeping, because it absorbs into your skin. So it doesn't transfer onto your pillow. I use this on my hands overnight all the time too. because again, as my hands get dry from like washing and stuff like that, and I need a good, thirst quench, I'll put this on overnight on my hands. And again, it absorbs in. So you're not like getting it all over the place. It's not a huge mess, but it's really effective. So you can use this on quite a few different areas, which I love, or combine it with the charcoal mask. So that's the first one I mentioned in there, is our moisture renewing gel mask. Now, the next thing I want to talk through, now I did post a video about this. This is just one of my favorite things ever. It's the Skin Vigorate brush. I love it so much. So you might have seen the video, but this removes 4 times. Yes, Courtney, that was the moisture mask that I just talked about. Yep. Okay, so this removes 4 times the amount of dirt than just washing or cleansing with your fingers. So think about it like when you brush your teeth, right? Like if you've ever lost your toothbrush or been out somewhere or something, you had to like do the quick brush with your finger. It didn't really get the job done, right? You need the toothbrush. It's kind of like that with your face, so the Skin Vigorate brush is amazing. I call this, because we all call it, right? Because my kids use this too with just some water. We call it the buzz brush because it sounds like a bee, which is pretty funny because it's the Sonicare system. And actually that buzz from bees, it's called Sonicare or something or other, I forget. So it has that same sound. And oscillates 200 times per second, which is pretty crazy. It's super gentle, but it has 3 different speeds. So it can go super fast or slower. You can change the speed here. It auto turns off after a minute because you should be cleansing for about a minute. It's rechargeable, so it doesn't need batteries. I keep it in the shower. My kids use it in the bath, so it gets dunked underwater sometimes, and it's totally fine. I absolutely cannot go back to just cleansing with my fingers regularly unless like I'm demoing it or something like that, right? So I love this. So if this sounds interesting to you, go ahead and write that down on your tic-tac-toe board as well. What's also cool about this is, so this is the brush head, but it actually has another attachment, which I don't have here in front of me, but it's a massage head. So you can use the massager with your serums or by itself, but that circulation or that oscillation with the massage head, it actually helps to bring nutrients up to the skin because it's massaging your skin, and that's what it's shown to do, to bring oxygen up and nutrients up. So it's really healthy for your skin, and so when you're using it with the serum, it just makes it even that much more effective. I can't say enough about this. Probably one of my favorite products ever. Okay, the next thing I wanted to talk through, and let's see here. I'm going to go to, let's see here. You know what? The botanical toner. Yeah, I'm going to go here. Okay, I have a bunch of stuff in front of me. I'm like trying to pick and choose where I want to go. And I love this because it is a nice, another way that you can deep clean your pores, which to me is like, who can't get enough of that, right? Especially these days with the mask and the dirt, and especially getting into the spring and summer as you're getting hot and maybe sweaty. You get some more dirt in there. And so this is part of our Botanical Effects line, which is really just fresh, skincare. It doesn't necessarily, you don't have an anti-aging concern, but because there's dragon fruit in here, dragon fruit and aloe, they actually have natural anti-aging qualities or benefits to them. So it's a really good, healthy skincare routine, which is great for, we say for the younger skin type, right? When you don't really have any concerns, but anyone can use this stuff. Okay. And I have so many people, even on the repair line, who love the botanical toner. It smells so good. There's witch hazel in here, but because it's paired with the aloe, it doesn't overly dry out your skin. It just gets deep down in there for some extra cleaning. It helps to tighten the appearance of pores. It's super fresh, and it's great because anyone can use it, and I think that's one thing that I love about Mary Kay and being able to help women with their skincare is because all of our products are formulated to work together, right? And so when you're going to a store or something and picking a cleanser here and a day cream there and kind of making your own regimen, those companies aren't calling each other and making sure that they work together, right? Not happening. But you can pick, our Timewise cleanser and our clear proof mask and our botanicals toner, right? They all work together and your skin is good to go. There's no chemical reactions going on, right? You can feel confident that all of your skincare is working harmoniously together. And so I love that. You can really build a custom regimen just for you, which is awesome, right? Because not everyone, we don't fit in a box, right? Even though we have these different lines, and I'll talk about them like that, no one, fits perfectly in any which way, right? So I love that. Okay, someone says that looks neat. Yes, the Skin Fit Great is amazing. Love, love, love it. Okay, where do I want to go next here? I'll talk about Botox in a bottle just because it's fun. And since I mentioned the repair line, so our Timewise Repair line is for we'll say our advanced signs of aging, our more mature skin. And that's really for our deep, fine lines and wrinkles. But again, you can pick and choose products across lines how you want them. And the lifting serum was new a couple years ago, and it just took the world by storm, I feel like, in Mary Kay. And so what this does is it actually lifts. It lifts the skin. That's why I call it Botox in a bottle, right? And so there's actually something called the triangle of youth, which is like our cheekbones down to our neck. And so when that starts to sag, that starts to show our age, right? That starts to give our age away a little bit more. And so the lifting serum helps to lift that. It really targets that area. And because it's part of our repair line, it has the special repair complex, which is special to Mary Kay, exclusive to Mary Kay. There's plant stem cells in here, all kinds of good stuff. So I absolutely love, love, love this stuff. So figured I would share that one as well. Okay. Now let's see here. I'm going to check mine out to see. Mine it's drying. It's almost good to go. Let me know how everyone else is feeling there. We'll wrap up here. I'll just do a couple more products here and then we'll go ahead and rinse off. Okay. So the next one I'm going to talk about is, let me see here, Satin Lips. I'm going to go with Satin Lips. So actually, oh wait, here's one right here. Okay, so Satin Lips I love too, especially coming off the winter because it just makes my lips feel amazing, right? So satiny and smooth. It's an exfoliation treatment for your lips. It starts with, it's two steps. So the first step is actually a sugar scrub, and it's sugar. It's legitimately sugar crystals being rubbed on your lips to get rid of the dead skin cells that build up as they get really dry. It's so sweet. Like you can lick your lips and it's totally fine because it's sugar. So I love it. So you do that scrub and it just gets rid of that skin buildup. And then you finish it with our Shea Butter Balm, which is so super just gentle. And oh, this is the scrub. This is the balm. You finish it with our Shea Butter Balm and it just is so moisturizing. I mean, it's like butter, right? And what I love about this is you literally like set it and forget it. Like I'll put it on in the morning and I don't have to keep applying it. And regular chapstick, there's additives in there that make you just want to put on the chapstick more and more and more and go search for it in your car, in your purse, and everywhere. The Satin Lips doesn't have that. So it truly moisturizes your lips and you feel nourished, and it just feels so amazing. I always say the toughest part about it is just not losing them, right? Because they're, you kind of like put them everywhere, but these actually will last you, oh my gosh, like 6 months or something like that, because you only need a teeny bit every now and again, to get the use out of it. So they last forever, but you just gotta remember where you put them. That's my biggest problem, right? Okay, and then one more thing that I'll mention here before it looks like, okay, Courtney says hers is getting dry. Oh, yep, she says she loves the Satin Lips. I know, me too. It's one of my faves. My kids use it too, like even my 5-year-old, can use, like, it's safe on young kids too, so like anyone can use it. My husband, the whole family, right? So I love it. Okay, so under eye corrector, this is one of my go-tos every single day because it's like 8 hours of sleep in a bottle, right? And so as we have those, long nights, or we're tired or we're stressed or whatever, we get those dark circles under our eyes. And this is formulated to help that in general, right? So it's actually the same formula as our concealer, but it has a special peach tone to it, which cancels out that black and blue color of under eyes. And so that's why it's special for under eyes. So it doesn't matter what your skin tone is, the under eye corrector is the same because we get that same like blackish bluish color under there. And this helps to cancel it out. So I have it on right now up here. I absolutely love this stuff because it just gives you a nice finished look. And you know what? I'll post something in the group if I haven't already that shows like one eye with it and one eye without it. And you can really see the difference. So I love this stuff. This is another favorite of my customers. Okay, so I think we're pretty dry here. So hopefully I meant to set a timer, but then I totally forgot, of course. So hopefully and you could, again, in real life, you could leave this on much longer if you wanted to, but you don't have to, which is nice. So as you can tell, it dries. It got tighter, but it's not uncomfortable. Like you can open your mouth. It's totally fine, right? And you're not like freaking out. So it's good there. And you'll see that it starts to change colors. So where it's really dark, now mine's really dark because I am really oily and it's the end of the day, right? So you can see that it was pulling out a lot of oil for me and all these really dark patches. Now where it's lighter and then you just have these little dots, that's where it's sucking out dirt and blackheads. So you can kind of see up here, I had a little over here. And then if you see anything that's like truly white, that's like an active blemish. So my skin was really oily before I came on here, so I'm not surprised. And, with me, my mask will look different today as it did, a couple days ago, just depending on what's going on with my skin, which is really cool. So I love that you can really see it working and see what it's doing and what it's pulling out. And so it's like oddly satisfying and gross at the same time, right? So who doesn't love that, I guess? Okay, so let me know in the comments, like, how does it feel, or what are you thinking, at least before we go ahead and rinse it off? Because before we do that, it's time for a selfie time. I almost forgot. Okay, so go ahead and grab your phone and just go ahead and take a selfie. But before you do, I want to let you know a little something about that. So we're going to have a selfie contest. And so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to bring in one of the consultants in my unit on my team, and she's going to pick a winner of the best charcoal selfie. So you don't have to participate, but you would post your selfie to the party group, to the feed there, and look like you're having fun, right? Because this is a selfie contest. So like you're loving your charcoal mask, you're having fun, like it's a good night, it's a good time, whatever. So go ahead and take your good fun selfie. You don't have to post it yet, but just go ahead and take it. I'll give you a minute and then we will move on. Okay, so I'll go ahead and give you a minute for that. And while you're doing that, I guess I'll just share about one more thing since we're here. And I'll give you a minute. So I will tell you about, let's go with a liquid eyeshadow, if I can find one here, because this is quick and easy. And that's why I love liquid eyeshadow. So even if you're not a makeup person, that's what this is good for, because it's really like one swipe and you're done. You look, I put a little bit on my hand here. This is our light beam color. It comes in 4 shades, but you can just really like dab a little bit on, you get a little color, and then you're done. Okay, now obviously I already had eye makeup on. I'm a little backwards here and I'm going to be recording, but it's still good. It goes with my look here. So this is really nice and simple. So if you want a little bit of eye makeup but don't want to put in a lot of time, I love this as an option, especially with masks these days, because a lot of people are looking at your eyes more. They're more noticeable, right? So it's cool to have a little bit something on there, but not have to put a lot of work into it. So that's really nice and easy. Okay, so hopefully you got your selfie. Now we're going to go ahead and rinse. So grab your warm water. And so I like to start with a washcloth. You don't have to do that at all, but I'm going to go ahead and get my washcloth nice and wet in my warm water, which isn't entirely warm anymore since the bowl's been sitting here, but that's okay. And I'm just going to leave my washcloth on my face. Okay, here for a second. And if you don't have a washcloth, you can just go ahead and throw water on there and rinse. So that's totally fine. But I like to just set the washcloth on for a second and then gently start to wipe away. And it just comes right off. Ah, it feels so good. Yeah, someone said it felt tight, but okay. Yeah, exactly. It's tighter. You can tell it's working, but it's not uncomfortable and it doesn't hurt or anything. And a lot of charcoal masks are peel off. So this is nice because it does just simply rinse. It's totally easy peasy. So go ahead and rinse that off, however, which way you choose. And then tell me in the comments, how does your face feel? Because I cannot wait to hear. Okay, there we go. And I'm just wiping a little bit more out. It can kind of hide over here along your nose sometimes. I'll notice, especially when I'm looking on screen. So keep an eye out for that to go back in. So I'm just going to wipe that off a little bit. Up here on my forehead. Okay, there you go. There's our satin, or our satin. I was looking at a comment. There's our charcoal mask. The after. How does your face feel? Because mine feels so good. It feels so clean and fresh. I'm just going to dab my skin a little bit. Just dab it dry. It doesn't need to be fully dry to go to the next step. Okay. Tell me how your face feels in the comments. And then, of course, don't forget your tic-tac-toe board. Okay. Now we're moving on here to our night cream. So hopefully everyone is rinsed. So now we're moving on. Okay, so your night cream will either be in a little plastic container or it will be in a little pink packet like this, depending on how your samples came. We'll go ahead and grab that out. And again, you don't need a lot. A little bit goes a long way. Okay, now I'm going to get about a pea-sized amount. I always say to start with. You can always go back and add more. So squeeze that out or scoop it out if you have a little container, and then dab it around your face. I like to say north, south, east, west, and the deep south on your neck, because you don't forget your neck, okay, when it comes to aging. And then just start going in your little upward and outward circles. With skincare, we always want to go up because we're fighting gravity. Okay, so go upward, outward, and rub that in. And so again, you don't need a lot. This is a really emollient cream. It's like butter, okay? And it just moisturizes your skin. It starts going to work as you sleep, because as we sleep, our skin is, regenerating. It's going through these natural processes to rebuild collagen and all the things. And this night cream supports that. There's Japanese apricot in here, which helps those processes naturally. And that's what we want. We want it to be working for us while we're sleeping, right? So we don't have to worry about it. So go ahead and rub that in. Again, you don't need a lot. This is part of the 3D line, so you're getting all of that good complex that I already talked about. It is formulated for either combo to oily or normal to dry skin. But I absolutely love this stuff. Okay, so it gives you 12 hours of moisture, and you are set. Now, normally, during the daytime, you would use your day cream instead. Obviously, we're doing night cream tonight since this is a night get ready for bed session. Okay, but go ahead and do that, and let me know in the comments, how does your face feel? I want to know. Okay, I want to see it in there. And what are you thinking? Okay, now we're moving on to our eye cream. And again, this will be either, it'll be the last container that you have in your sample pack. It'll either be in a little one like this, or again, it'll be in a little pink foil pack there. I'm going to go ahead and get a little bit out of my tube here. And this you need even less than a pea size. I mean, just like a little bit. So I'm going to put it on my ring finger, because our ring finger is actually our weakest finger. And that's what we want, because the skin around our eyes is very fragile. So we want to be very gentle with it. So go ahead and I'm going to dab it on both my ring fingers, and then just start dabbing it under your eye. And then now I have eye makeup on still. So you can, but normally put it on your brow bone or on your eyelid a little bit, but definitely on your under eye. And just dab it in nice and gentle. Okay, so this is part of our 3D line. So it has all those things I already talked about, the amazingness, but this also has algae extract in it, which helps to just make our eyes look young, right? Young and good. And that vitamin B3 that I talked about, the brightener, it helps with your under eye darkness. That's what's so special about the vitamin B3 in this line. It helps brighten our skin through the cleanser and the creams, our under eye through the eye cream. And eye cream, I'm going to admit, I thought it was a hoax at first when I back in the day, I was like, who needs eye cream? Like, that's a joke, whatever. But the skin around our eyes is different than the skin on our face, on our hands, everywhere else, right? And so we really do need special cream for that area so that it doesn't get overwhelmed by the moisture content of other creams, and we give it the tender loving care that it really and truly needs. Okay, it looks like Courtney says her face feels refreshed. I love it. She loves the night cream. She loves using it every night. Love it. She loves the day cream. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so again, let me know now after the whole shebang here. How does your face feel? How do you like it? What did you love about it? Okay, and then we are going to, we're going to go in. We're almost done. We're wrapping up here, okay? I'm going to share a couple specials with you tonight. I'm going to share, how you can help your hostess, all that good stuff, and then we'll wrap it up, okay? So, again, if you're catching this later or hopping on just now, if you haven't gotten a sample, a pamper pack, that's totally fine. You can get one later and follow along with the replay. you know, you didn't totally miss out. So there's still ways for you to benefit from this and to enjoy this. Okay, so don't forget that. Now, let's go ahead and move on here. I'm going to share my screen actually here. Okay, now don't forget about your tic-tac-toe board. Okay, and as I was talking about, make sure you're filling this out before we kind of go through and finish this up. Okay, so here we go. Oh wait, there we go. Okay, so a couple of specials that I want to share with you tonight. So, you know, there's never an obligation to purchase anything, right? I love just doing this and giving women this experience of enjoying these products and like having some girl time, trying something new, having fun, learning a little bit, right? But I'm going to share with you a couple of our best sellers or our popular sets, okay? And so letter A here is the Timewise set. So all of the skincare that we tried, but plus our microdermabrasion set, which you did not try tonight, but actually is available with another virtual session if that's something that you might be into. Letter B is the skincare that you tried tonight. That's the Timewise 3D set. So it includes the cleanser, the night cream, and the eye cream that we tried, plus the day cream, which we obviously didn't do because it's not daytime. Letter C is the Timewise Repair Set. So that's for that more mature skin, the advanced signs of aging, so those deeper lines, deeper wrinkles. That has a whole other line special for that skin, and both of those have the Good Housekeeping seal of approval, which is not easy to get. Okay, so keep that in mind. You know, they reviewed it, tested it, and all that, and we got that. Okay, we also have our Naturally set, which is 100% from natural ingredients. So if that's really important to you or something you're conscious of, we got you covered there. Clear Proof is for acne prone skin. So there's a bunch of products in there with special ingredients that help to combat acne and blemishes and all that good stuff. And then we have the Botanical Effects line, which is letter G. So that has the toner that I talked about earlier, as well as cleanser and moisturizer in there. But that's just good, fresh, easy skincare, right? No skincare concerns, but you want to start something, healthy and a good skincare routine. And then there's some other stuff on there too. You do get a free travel roll-up bag here if you get the ultimate set or the repair set, which is pretty cool. This is the roll bag. Now has mine and it's kind of messy and whatnot, but it's cool because it rolls up so you can take it with you. You can rip these off. Like I'll keep my makeup in one and then take that with me when I'm running out. It hangs up, it spins, because I would normally hang this on the back of my bathroom door. So that's really cool. That is a free gift when you get the ultimate or the repair set. So keep that in mind. And then let's move on here a little bit. And I'm going to post this in the group too, but if you're curious now, right, just wanted to highlight a couple things. And then for tonight, one special is the charcoal mask that we tried and the mask applicator that I talked about. That's normally $36, but for tonight you can get it for $30. That's pretty good deal, right? Because you're basically getting the applicator at half off. So love this stuff. So that's something you can take advantage of as well. Okay, and that's special for this party since that was what we tried. Okay, now I'm gonna move on here. Okay, I just want to talk about two things on here because we're gonna move into the tic-tac-toe board and talk about a couple other things. But this fuzzy headband that I'm wearing, this is actually something new that came out with our latest book. And so this is actually a gift with purchase right now. So if you spend $40, you get this for free. And I love it. It's fun. It's cute. So if you want the fuzzy headband, keep that in mind. You can put a letter A in there and I can definitely help you out with that, right? So let me know because this is really cute. I love it. Or letter B, like you want to try some more. Like you loved this tonight. You love the charcoal mask, but maybe there was some other stuff that you heard that you're like, wait, I would love to try that too. So if you already know that, go ahead and throw a letter B in the comments, and then I know to kind of chat with you and figure out what it is that you want some free samples of, okay? I'm going to just move on from there because we're going to talk about some other stuff with the tic-tac-toe board. Okay, so here we go with your tic-tac-toe. So on here, if you already have it, you'll see a number 1, 2, 3. If not, go ahead and write a number 1, 2, 3 on there. That works too, right? Doesn't matter. So I'm going to ask you a couple questions. And here's the thing. I'm actually already going to give you the answers for them. So it's even easier. So number 1 is you're going to say yes or no. Okay. And so the question is, do you want to be my customer, right? Okay. And maybe you don't necessarily want to buy anything right now, but what you get as a customer of mine is you get access to my special VIP group on Facebook. Okay. And so in there, I share specials and deals and steals and events and just like positivity, stuff about life, and just fun, right? So it's a fun, special group, private group on Facebook. So you get access to that. You get our 100% satisfaction guarantee all the time. So any product that you ever get from Mary Kay, if you're not happy with it, you want a different formula, a different shade, whatever it may be, it's causing a reaction, you can exchange it or get your money back at no problems asked. So the corporate actually covers that for us. So, I've had a couple women who wanted a different shade of foundation or eye color, or they switched out botanicals for clear proof, something like that, right? And it works. Like, it's, again, no hassle, nothing. So you get that all the time, doesn't matter how long you've had the product. So that's amazing when you're a customer of mine. And then you can also get added to my preferred customer list, which means you get a book like this. Every quarter we have a new one that comes out. You get it for free, plus there's a free sample in it, which is a lot of fun. We actually get 4 for every quarter, and then plus there's an extra one for the holiday, which always has cute, fun holiday gifts in there. So you get added to this as being a customer as well. So go ahead and write yes or no for number 1. Do you want to be my customer? Number 2, you're going to put either free or me. And so what does that mean? So free is, okay, Ashley, like, I had so much fun. You were so much fun. And I definitely want to get some of these products for free or maybe at a discount. And I want to have my own beauty session on Facebook with friends, doing this virtually. No one has to get on camera or do anything, right? Super, super easy. So I actually have a whole menu of beauty sessions that you can choose from. Tonight we did charcoal, but I have microdermabrasion. We could do the Revealing Radiance facial peel. We could do the moisture mask, hydrogel patches. Like, there's a whole bunch of stuff you could choose from with your friends. They can request free pamper packs just like you did, and you will then be eligible for free or discounted stuff. So let me know that that's what you would write free for. Or me, it could be like, hey, Ash, I had fun, not really into free stuff. Like, I'm good. Maybe I want to do another event or something just with you, something that you have coming up. Okay. So free or me. And then just so you know, when we talk about free and having your own Facebook session. So when you choose free tonight on number 2 and you decide to have your own, when you hold your beauty session just like this, you're going to get a free under eye corrector from me. Okay, so one of my favorite products that I talked about, when you hold that, you're going to get a free under eye corrector, no questions asked. So pretty easy. And then when 2 of you do that tonight as well, your hostess is going to get a free full size microdermabrasion set. Okay, mine's are still in the bag here. Full size. When you decide to have your own Facebook party and then you hold it, 2 of you, she gets this for free. That's pretty amazing. Plus you get a free under eye corrector. Like, I mean, you can't go wrong. It's so easy, right? Okay, so that's free or me. Next is yes or no, and I promise we're wrapping up here soon. And yes or no. Okay, so you could be like, yep, Ashley, like, what you're doing right now seems like a lot of fun. Like, I don't know. It seems like you like it. And I want some more information about it. And it doesn't mean anything like super serious or anything like that. But, I do believe that every woman should have the opportunity to kind of make her own decision on if this is something she would want to do or not for whatever reason. So it could be that you just want to get your own stuff at 50% off. It could be that you want to service maybe a couple of family and friends, to make a little extra money, or you want to do this full time, right? Like, every woman has a different reason for coming in here. I know for me, I just wanted something for myself and something to give me girl time because I wasn't allowing myself to have that in my real life. I wanted connection. I wanted fun. I wanted products at a discount and all that good stuff, right? And so whatever it might be, maybe it's the undercover beauty agent that you want to be, you can find out more information about that. And so when you decide and write yes there, just to kind of chat with me on Facebook Messenger, we'll do just a little short video chat. You're going to get a free liquid eyeshadow from me. So that was another one of my favorite products that I shared. It's so easy. So you just want to hear about it, learn about it. You get a free liquid eyeshadow. I mean, you seriously can't go wrong. I love, love, love giving you goodies here, okay? So let me know what you're thinking there, okay? And then, okay, so like I said, with tic-tac-toe, right? Hopefully you filled this out, including the questions. What you're going to do is after this, when we hop off here, I'll post my phone number or you can Facebook Messenger it to me. When you send me your completed tic-tac-toe board, this is what you're going to get. You get $10 off of 40 bucks. You're going to get an awesome coupon to use this, over the next couple of days before we close this out. Okay, so that's just by sending me this. That's literally all you got to do to get the coupon. Okay, so pretty easy. So thank you so, so, so much for hopping on here tonight. I hope you had a blast. I'd love to know in comments. Here I am. I'd love to know in the comments what you thought, what you loved about it. Stay tuned for some more posts over the next couple of days as I close this out. I'll share the winners for this week from all your comments and participation, so I appreciate that. Don't forget about your charcoal selfies in there as well for the selfie contest, and there's still lots of goodies to come. Okay, so thank you so much for being on here tonight. Let me know in the comments. Give me a sunshine, a rainbow, something to let me know that you had a good time. And I look forward to hearing from you guys and chatting soon. Okay, bye. Have a good night.